It's 1917. You are 18 and you've just landed the ghost girl job. It's the most glamorous position a working class girl could dream of. Your friends are jealous. You're earning 3 times the usual wage. Your workplace is clean, bright, and filled with laughter. And the best part? You get to work with Undark, a miraculous, magical powder that glows with the light of 1,000 stars. You feel like a sorceress. You don't know yet that you are painting your own coffin. The technique is simple. The dial of the watch is tiny. To get the numbers perfect, your brush must be razor sharp. Your instructor shows you how. Lip, dip, paint. You put the brush between your lips to sharpen the bristles with your tongue. You dip it into the glowing sand. You paint the numbers. You do this 600 times a day. Every time you lick the brush, you swallow a tiny, invisible amount of radium. It tastes like nothing. It's perfectly safe, they tell you. The company doctors say it'll even give you a healthy glow. By the second month, you become a sensation. When you walk home in the dark, you glow. Your hair, your skin, your clothes, everything shimmers with a soft, ethereal green light. You think it's beautiful. You and the other girls wear your best dresses to work so they'll glow at the dance halls later that night. You even paint your teeth and your fingernails with the leftover dust to surprise your boyfriend. You are the ghost girls, the brightest stars in New Jersey. You feel invincible. Deep inside your body, the radium is moving. It's a calcium mimic. Your body thinks the radium is calcium, so it sends it straight to your bones. But radium isn't there to strengthen you. It's an internal sun that never sets. It's bombarding your skeleton with alpha particles, shredding your DNA and blasting holes in your bones from the inside out. It starts with a toothache. Just one. You go to the dentist and he pulls it out, but the wound doesn't heal. Instead, an ulcer forms. Then the tooth next to it falls out, and then another. One morning, you reach into your mouth and a piece of your jawbones simply snaps off in your hand. It looks like honeycomb, pitted, gray, and crumbling. Your breath smells like rotting meat. The miracle is starting to eat you. Your life is now a blur of bandages and agony. Your jaw swells to twice its size. At night, you look in the mirror and scream, because even though your face is rotting, the tumors in your jaw are glowing. You are literally seeing your own death through your skin. The doctors call it radium jaw. The company denies everything. They tell the public you're dying of syphilis to shame you into silence. They want you to die quietly. You are bedridden now. Your spine is collapsing. Your hips are so brittle they shatter when you try to sit up. You weigh 80 pounds. You are a living skeleton, but you are a warrior. You and your ghost sisters sue the corporation. They try to drag out the trial, waiting for you to die so the case disappears. You have to testify from your bed, unable to even raise your hand to take the oath. You died in 1928. They buried you in a lead-lined coffin. But here is the most terrifying part. Radium has a half-life of 1,600 years. If someone stood over your grave today with a Geiger counter, it would still scream in warning. You are still glowing in the dark, 5 feet under the earth. You were the price of progress, a glowing warning etched into history. Who should we witness next? Option 1, Unit 731, the Doctors of Hell. Option 2, the White Death, the deadliest sniper in history. Option 3, the Last Executioner of London. Vote in the comments. Subscribe. This is Dread History. Out.